Hey guys, it's Trish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a design on the fly pair of earrings with this beautiful On the Rocks Margarita strand by Jesse James Beads. I believe that Dakota Stones has created these. Yes, it is. And for Jesse James Beads, so there are Dakota Stones natural stones in here, as well as some Jesse James Beads. Let's see, it says there's fuchsite and quartz nuggets, green fluorite, green aventurine, pre-night, shaken and strung into a 5-inch bead strand. Okay, so let's start by cutting this apart. Always the part that we dread the most, at least I do. I don't like cutting I like to look at them, but we're going to do something fun here. So I think what I'm going to do is take these beautiful quartz pieces and use those as the dangles on my earrings. I think I'm going to grab a couple head pins. So I'll grab a couple silver head pins here. Maybe we'll do some decorative ones. How about that? I have these ones here I think we'll use. And we're just going to simply just slide on the quartz pieces. Let's see if I like it better the other way. Okay. And then we're just going to do, let's see if one of these look nice on top or if it's crooked. Yeah, it'll be crooked. So let's try one of these little ones. These are pretty little crystals in there. Yeah, the green ones I think look okay. So we're going to just simply do a wrap loop. I'm just going to grab that with my tweezers, bend it into a horizontal angle, and then grab my round nose pliers and just go up and over. And then across the front. And then once you get there, you're going to want to grab your chain nose or tweezer nose back and just do a wrap around. I usually do about 3 times for my wrap loops, and you can see how pretty that looks. And then just take a pair of pliers in. I have all my pliers laying here, guys, if you hear that rustling around of metal. And I just trimmed that right too. And then I'm just going to squeeze it here with my tweezer nose pliers. And that shows you that's going to be our little dangle on the bottom of our earring. Okay, so now that we have our dangle made, we're going to go into the next step. And I'm just going to take a piece of wire. This is actually German style wire in 20 gauge. And I'm going to take a piece here. I've probably cut about 8 inches or so. We may not need all of it, but I always like to take more versus less in case I'm going to do wraps or anything extra on them. So I'm going to start out here by making a horizontal bend again. And we're going to do another wrap loop, but we're going to go up and over and across like we did before. But before we wrap that, I'm going to take and open that, and then open that loop up, and then put the dangle we made onto it, and then close that loop up, and then wrap that around 3 times. Okay. Trim it just like we did before. And push that in so we don't have any ends sticking out so we can't catch on anything, okay? So that's what we have so far. Then what I'm going to do here is decide, okay, what beads do I want to put into this link? Now, when I make earrings, I like to do them in 2 or 3 different parts because I like a lot of movement in my pieces. So it's up to you how you want to do it, but I think I'm going to do 2 or 3 sections here. So I'm going to take this piece of green aventurine. That's probably what that is. So, and then I put that on, and I'm going to do one of our I don't know, let's do a spacer or a bead cap. Let's do a bead cap. Since this is a round bead, I think it'll look nicer. Okay, just as simple as that. That's our next link. So same thing, we're just gonna bend up and over. This is a good video to learn your wrap loops. If you don't know them, don't know how to do them, lots of practice on this project. Let's just wrap that, because what we can do is when we put our next link in, we can just link it in through the wrap loop that's already there. So I'm just wrapping that around. And you can decide, guys, do you like to take your wire around and kind of give it a little accent like that? You certainly can do that. I think I will. So I just brought that in front, and I'm just going to give it a couple wraps around the bottom. See, and that's where that extra wire comes in. It's nice because you can kind of have a little bit more freedom to be creative, you know. So, and then I cut that, and I'm just going to push that in. So there's what we have so far. You could stop there. Certainly that could be a beautiful earring for you. But I'm going to add one more piece, and I think I'm going to use these gorgeous crystals. Okay, so I'm going to cut another piece of wire, approximately the same length as we did before. And I'm going to straighten that out with my fingers. Just warm up the wire a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a horizontal bend, like so. Put our round nose pliers in and go up and over. Rotate your pliers and across. Now we're going to open this up, and we're going to link it into the loop that we already made, just like so. Close that loop. Wrap around. Okay. Same thing. We're going to be trimming the wire. Excuse me, my camera's shaking there, guys. See if it can stop here anytime soon. And push that down to get a nice smooth area there. And then I'm going to put on this beautiful spacer. One of these gorgeous crystals. Almost looks like milk glass. And then a bead cap. All right. And that's going to be our finished earrings. Let's do another wrap loop here. And see if you can do it with me, if you remember all the steps. Okay. Grab that loop and then wrap 3 times. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did for this side or this section. You can see the cross there of wire. I'm going to do the same thing and just cross over the bead like so. Bring it down and wrap it 2 or 3 times around the base down there. Okay. So I did that 3 times. And trim. And there you go. I'm just going to push that down. And there is one of our earrings. So I'm going to go ahead and make this second earring to our pair here. And I'll be right back, guys, to show you how they look finished. Okay, guys, so here are our pair of beautiful Margarita earrings. I hope you enjoyed this video, as I always enjoy making them for you. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.